Morning glory and hallelujah, y'all. Look at that hat. Okay, now, sunshiny day out here. I thought I'd get out early for me and do a little trimming and picking. So come on out in the garden with me. This is Price mixing it up. Woo woo. Okay, now, see you soon. My main tools I'm using today, I can't even tell you what the name of these items are. I need to learn, right? If I'm be a gardener, I got to learn names of my tools. Using this one to aerate the soil and to move it around. Using this one to clip dead leaves and get rubbish off of my live plants. And I'm going to use this to dig up my weeds. So instead of yanking and pulling weeds, you just dig around it and then you pull it up by the root. Make sure you get the root of the weed. And that's my tools for today. All right, so I'm out here in the garden, y'all, and just doing a lot of trimming. My clippers. I've been pulling weeds, clipping, trimming weeds from the next yard into this yard because I don't want it to contaminate my yard. And the same that I would have for my neighbors to do, trim my weeds up in here in their yard so it doesn't contaminate their yard. So anyway, this is what I'm doing is the geraniums, pulling all the dry debris off of the geraniums. I've done quite a bit already, and as you can see, all the little dry stuff. I didn't know this, but I learned that when the stems are dry, you can literally just pluck it off the plant. You don't need to clip it or cut it. It just comes off by itself. So when it's ready to shed excess debris, then it'll let it go and you don't have to force it. So that's what I'm doing over here with the geranium. Box trees are looking good this morning. So cactus, these succulents, what I'm doing is pulling the dry dead leaves from around the bottom. If it lets loose, I pull it. If it doesn't, I leave it. So just want to keep it healthy and make sure it's getting nutrition. So these beautiful ones, I'm going to have to do a picture of this on it and see what the name of it is, because it has lots of babies back here, and I can actually pull these up and grow something new. So this one here is a beautiful flower, a succulent. It produces like the one behind it. Let's see if I can get a good picture on that one right there. So I want to separate these and grow some new ones. All right. This beauty, I just trimmed it already. It still has some, here's something that dried that came off, but you know what? I could plant this elsewhere, so I'm not going to throw it away. It just came off. It's part of a geranium. So yeah, I recycle. And this one's looking beautiful. Look at it. Okay. There's a nice little gift I got for my birthday. Let me hold it up for my grandkids. And so I have quite a few of these. I'm going to start sitting out. This one is going to go right here. That represents my grandkids. Okay, let's move on. Oh, look at that. Look at this. Look at this imposter right here. That's an imposter. It's coming up. That's a weed. See? Pull it from the root, y'all. Get it from the root. Don't let that stuff contaminate your yard. Oh man, look at this beauty. Look at that beauty. Can you see it? Let me turn the camera around. All right. Man, we can go back some weeks back in my Gardening Chronicles season 1 and just see. Look at that. It is so beautiful. And it looks like a weed back there. I'm going to figure it out in a minute. Got a few ants crawling around over here. I got to get rid of them because they're coming in the house. What is this? I'm going to pull that. That's part of the plant. That's part of the plant right there. Look at that. Looks like a weed. This is, I guess that's the way it looks when it's growing new. Let's see. Got some dead pieces on this one. If they come loose, I'll pull them off. If they don't, I'll leave them there, okay? Those came off. Okay. That came off. What else is under there? That came off. Let's see. I feel like a plant doctor, y'all, this morning. Oh, shucking. There's quite a bit down there, huh? So let's get all that off of there so we can get some new growth. Oh, there's a lot going on under there. Okay. Anyway, got a nice little barrel. Gotta go in the front yard and pull weeds in a minute. But this is this back here. These geraniums. Here we go. So as I was saying, if it's dry, it just comes off. See? It just comes off. If you have geraniums, look. If it just comes off, it doesn't need to be there. Okay? But I also, if it doesn't come off, I still pull the dry leaves off. Because I want the plant to be pretty. There we go. There's some back there. So see how the geraniums, they're looking so pretty, aren't they? You've been with me all through my journey, my gardening journey. You can see there is a big difference here. Look at that. See? Just comes right off. This is where we are. Let's look at the roses. Now you've seen the roses in a different clip. This palm tree was planted by the gardener, but again, he's a landscaper. He is not a gardener, I could tell, because this is not doing well. But what we did was kind of isolate the roots. One of the other plants, I had to isolate the roots, my lemon tree. So we're trying this. Give it a little water. I'm going to give it some fertilizer. We're going to see if it comes back. I might need to separate it or either just pull it up and put it in a pot. But that's one palm. That was planted at the same time all this was done. And these are all homegrown except maybe 4 pot. Here's the other palm. So what a difference. They were the same size when they were purchased and planted. But the other is not doing as well as this one. Okay. So I'm going to work with this. And you'll be keeping up with the progress. I got to give them some names, huh? Aloe vera is looking well. It's in a good spot. It likes its home. Looks like it. I've got to look at those brown tips. I made it. That one over there is a little dry. Look at the roses. Can somebody say whoop, whoop? Look at that. Look at God. Look at that. So what I'm doing today also, I have a little tool that I'm moving the soil. So gave it some food, fertilized it. Got the watering system set up nicely. Look at that. Look at that. Is that beautiful? All right. I'll keep you posted. Gardening Chronicles. Okay. Let's do this here. Because I do know the soil is nice and moist now, too. That's the other thing. Is getting deep down in there. I got it watering every day. Might be a bit much, but where we live is really hot. And it's really dry. It's not so much humid. So I want to keep the soil moist. I'm trying to get it moist all the way through. Then I can turn the water down. Not down, but less days. So right now I'm doing everyday watering. And it is starting to respond. So maybe in a couple of weeks, we're going to get it probably up to 100 out here. But I'll get that soil, like it's still dry over there. So I've been top watering, plus the water drip system is on it. Whew. Okay. So I moved that around. We want to get the soil moist all the way through. I don't want any mildew in there. So I gotta come spray this. There's some ants over here too. All right, that's the roses. I still need to research this here. What I found out so far is the soil may be too acidic, too much acid. And so with the fertilization, the plant is now growing. It's responding to that, and is responding to the watering. All right, looks good. There's the rose bed. All right, here's an update from Price Mixing It Up. Whoop, whoop. So these little succulents, they're coming okay. They're a little dry today. I hand water these, of course I have to, right? So I'm gonna wet these a little bit, give them a little fertilization. Today's gonna be fertilization day for everybody. Yep, even me. So I've been watering it and it was like soak. And so I wanted to dry out to see what was going to happen. These are responding well right here. They are growing nicely. Yeah. This one is responding as well. Now right here, I'm not sure what these are. So I'm going to do a picture of this. But they're dried out a little bit. So again, we're going to see as we go. We're watching it, keeping an eye on it, but it's looking well. Okay, this is the one that's in the planter. All right, it's going to be a nice succulent garden over here. All right, lesson on pulling weeds. It definitely got weeds. This area still has some work to be done. But for now, this is what it is. And we kind of live in weed country. So that's a milk thistle over there. Milk thistle, trying to hold on to my keys at the same time. Milk thistle is so thick that it's going to be really tough to get it up. But the soil is moist. And what I do is just go on down in there. And like I said, you got to get it from the root. Because otherwise, okay? And it's got stickers, okay? I didn't probably get all of the roots, but that's a pretty big weed. This one, look, see, that's some kind of tree. Yeah, these have been growing here for a minute. It looks like we got a sprinkler system feeding it. So I've been the gardener, the landscaper, to everything, and I'm gonna stick this down over here to feed that iris. So some more milk thistle over here, and the reason the weeds grow is because the landscapers got the water system feeding the weeds instead of the plants. But that's gonna get together in a minute, because like I said, as we had the backside done, this side will be done too. But so this is part of my gardening chronicles, y'all. Pulling weeds. Okay, let's switch channels from weeds. Who's the bicyclist? Good morning. Hey. Bicycle club, y'all. I got a bicycle, but I'm not gonna join. Let's see. Let's get a look at this gardenia. Okay. All right. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm not gonna clip. I'm just gonna pull the dry buds. I don't need to trim this one. So and it's growing. It's producing daily. So as I pull them, more are growing on. And the plant is actually explaining to a nice little bush. Here's the new gardenia. And this one used to be this size. And I grew this when I planted it myself. So let's see what happens. Good morning.
Morning.
Okay. The calla lily. Moved the calla lily from the back to the front and put it in a pot. And yesterday it was looking pretty bad. So I thought I might have to move it back to the back. But again, in the transition of being repotted and being put in some, I put in some Miracle Grow. I didn't fertilize it yet. I'm sure it's in a little shock. But instructions say full sun. And this area here gets full sun and partial. So let's see how that works. We're going to keep up with the calla lily. And that's all, y'all. This is Price Mixing It Up. Whoop, whoop. Okay, thanks for checking in with me today on this channel, Price Mixing It Up. Look, you're always welcome here. You are double welcome, right? Welcome, welcome. So keep in tune with me. Today was just all about looking at progress, update, trimming, and pruning, okay? And pulling weeds. Don't forget that part. All right, y'all. Guess what? Remember to make it what? A great day. And please, like, if you like, someone else will like, share it so that someone else can like it. Subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll see when a new video is coming your way from Price Mixing It Up. Can I get a whoop whoop?